What's up, guys? Solid J here, and yeah, in this video, I just wanted to talk about some of the upcoming games that I'm personally excited for, as well as some games that are currently out and what's been going on with them. So yeah, off the bat, Dead Space remake, definitely, definitely, I'm hyped about that game. Very curious to see how it turns out. I personally I never thought that Dead Space would need a remake. I just was playing the games not too long ago. I was replaying them on the Xbox, and they still look fantastic. For all of them, they all look really good, even today. So, I didn't think that it necessarily needed a remake, but I'm not against it. I'm definitely open to it, and I'm sure that, however it turns out, hopefully, I ain't gonna say I'm sure. I'll say hopefully it stays true, but I believe it will. I believe it will. But yeah, that. Um, I'm actually excited that Hades is getting a PS5 port. I already bought that game twice. I don't have a PC, but I bought it on my Switch. I bought a physical copy and digital. So I love that game. And now that it's coming out on like PS4 or PS5 and stuff, I can finally play it in like higher res and stuff. So I'm hyped about that. Gonna buy it again. Really dope game. And speaking of the Switch, I gotta say I'm also hyped about. Oh yeah, there's a lot of games I'm hyped up for on the Switch. Now that I think about it, of course, Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread, the first Metroid game continuing the storyline since Fusion, I believe. And yeah, I'm definitely hyped. Metroid is my favorite Nintendo series, next to Punch Out. I love Metroid, and seeing Samus come back in a new suit, that was like so sick to me. I'm so hyped. That and what else? On the Switch. Oh, No More Heroes 3. No More Heroes 3 is coming out. I believe that comes out this month. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it comes out this month, I believe. See, I'm hyped about that. It does look, from what I've seen of it, it looks cool. Definitely, you could tell they kind of toned. It looks really toned down. Obviously, because you're fighting like aliens on this one. And the other ones, you're fighting people, so it's obviously it's not going to be as graphic, I guess. But I'm still interested to see how it goes. I don't think it's going to be a bad game by any means. I like the other two, so I can only expect to like this one. So I hope they don't let me down with this. But yeah, a lot of games coming out. Well, games that are continuing like older series have been coming out lately, like No More Heroes, and then you got all the remakes coming out. It's like there's definitely been this trend of bringing back games, which I honestly think is dope. I'm really hyped. Like the Resident Evil remakes, I love Resident Evil 2 remake. That's definitely, oh yeah, that's up there. One of my favorite games for sure. I was very excited for that to come out because I love Leon, just like anyone else. Leon is, in my opinion, the best Resident Evil character, my favorite, and I'm sure like a lot of people would say that too. A lot of other people would, and yeah, I'm hyped for the Resident Evil 4 remake. I'm really curious, extremely curious to see how that's gonna go. I have some worries because like I am with those people that think Resident Evil 4 does like. I never thought like they would remake Resident Evil 4. I was like, okay, they're probably gonna remake 1, 2, 3 Code Veronica and stuff. I wasn't expecting them to actually just jump straight away to 4. So, I'm curious to see how it goes. I hope they don't change too much. Like, obviously, it's gonna have better graphics. Obviously, it's gonna have better gameplay. But I hope that they still retain the feel. Of course, make it more modern, updated, make it more scary, and all that stuff. Make the story more fleshed out. I'm all for that, but I also hope that Leon retains some of his character in that game. I'm not expecting it to be super campy like how Resident Evil 4 was, because that was a very goofy, nonsense as game. But I'm excited nonetheless. I have faith that Capcom's not they're not too stupid about this. Like, I have faith that they're not gonna be dumb about this. I think they know what the fans expect, and they know how high Resident Evil 4 is put on a pedestal. That's regarded by a lot of people as not just their favorite Resident Evil game, but their favorite game, period. So I'm sure that they're gonna take it serious and they're gonna do it justice. I'm also excited. See, I don't know if this is actually going to happen, but there have been rumors of a Metal Gear Solid remake. And for those of you who don't know, hence my name, I love Metal Gear Solid. That's definitely my favorite. That's my favorite everything, bro. That's my favorite game, series, game, whatever you want to say. I love Metal Gear. Since I was little, I've always loved Metal Gear. And yeah, there's been rumors that they're gonna remake the first one. So of course, I'm raising my eyebrow like, huh? Like, oh, another remake? I'm both concerned and excited, just like the other games I mentioned. Like, I am excited because it's like, oh, new Metal Gear, and the rumors are saying Blue Point's gonna make it, and I've played all the other Blue Point remakes that they recently released. Like, I played the Demon Souls, it was great. Shadows of Colossus was great, and they worked on the HD collection for Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and Peace Walker. So I definitely have faith in their abilities as far as like remake, like the graphics, the gameplay, like they got that down. I'd say the main thing I'm concerned about as far as the remake of Metal Gear Solid is just how true it's gonna be to the original as far as like the story. I hope they don't. I don't know. I hope they don't change too much. I doubt that they would, because most of the remakes are pretty faithful. But you never know. But yeah, I'm definitely hype about that. So many games coming out. Some of the games that I'm not really excited about coming out soon. I think they're coming out soon. See, I can't even think of one. That's how you know I'm not excited for them. I'm like, I know Halo Infinite is coming out. I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm not. I like Halo. I really do. I like Halo a lot, but I don't know how excited. I wouldn't say I'm excited for the new one, but I am open to it. If it ends up being good, then that's cool with me. If it ends up being bad, then okay, whatever. I played all the other installments. Of course, most people didn't like 5. I didn't really care for 5. 4 I thought was alright. It was cool. And yeah, I like the series, but it's definitely one of the ones that I'm more, indifferent to. I don't really care for it as much as I used to when I was younger. But yeah, I hope that it does good though. I really do. Oh, but back to the other games I'm excited for. Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok, bruh. That's definitely up there as far as the hype, Big cliffhangers, or I guess yeah, it was a cliffhanger, but they left a lot to be desired in the first in the reboot. The God of War 2018. They definitely had me thinking, like, man, what's going on here? What they about to do? You know, a lot of questions got to be answered. I'm still trying to figure out how Kratos even got there and all that. Like, I hope they explain how he made it into the Norse mythology. I really do. But yeah, that game's definitely gonna be amazing. Even though I'm expecting this dude to die, I ain't gonna lie. I'm expecting Kratos to get bodied. A slight spoiler warning. I don't know. He might not, you know, he might not. But I'm definitely expecting this dude to get bodied. I'm not gonna lie. I hope. Well, I don't know if I care anymore at this point. 'Cause Kratos died so many times. But you know, I don't want to see him get like his ass beaten and killed. But you know, I'm kind of expecting it. So we'll see how that goes, man. I'm definitely hyped. Horizon, I think it's called Forbidden West, is coming out. That should be pretty cool. The gameplay I saw so far looked amazing graphically, you know, and the gameplay looked pretty standard, like what I typically would see in a third-person shooter. It looked cool though, but yeah, graphically though, that game looks fantastic. I'm like, if that game looks like that, then I can't imagine how Ragnarok's gonna look. But yeah, oh, and then there's Back for Blood. Back for Blood's coming out in October, I believe. And you know, anyone that's a fan of Left 4 Dead, you know, I'm sure you have some type of hype for this game. You know, Left 4 Dead was a really fun series, especially the second one. I love the characters from the first one, and then I love the gameplay from the second one. You know, those are just super fun games. You know, especially playing with your friends. So I'm very excited for this one, mainly just to play it with my boys and see how it is. I don't, you know, I don't know how I feel about paying those like $60 for it and stuff. Personally, honestly, like it's not one of those games I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready to drop money for. I'm ready to drop my whole $60-$70 for it, but I am excited for it. So yeah, trying to think if there's any more. Oh, I definitely know. Um, this is next to Metal Gear. This is definitely my top game as far as hype. Which you know, I don't even know when it's coming out. It might not come out for a long time. But the Final Fantasy remake part 2, man, you talk about hype, bro. I am hype for that game. Hype, especially how FF7 remake ended. Man, see, Zack's my favorite character. Always has been. The Crisis Core. I say him and Vincent were my favorite characters of FF7. But yeah, I saw Zack come back. But I was so hyped. And then the hinting that you're gonna be able to play as him and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. You know, slight spoilers. Slight spoiler, I guess, but I mean, it's been a while now, so. But yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for FF7 Part 2, the remake. Definitely curious to see how they go about it. I really don't know where they're gonna go with it. Like I seen some you know, speculation about where they're gonna go from like Maximilian and Easy Allies, some other people, and yeah, I'm on board, man. I'm definitely on board for whatever they got. You know, as long as they do it justice, which I do believe they will. I'm on board. I loved how they I guess you could say like shattered my expectations for how the game was gonna be. Like I was thinking it was just gonna. I really just thought it was a remake. You know, I didn't. I was not expecting that at the end. It completely threw me off. I was like, when I seen Sephiroth pop up and it looked just like Advent Children, I was like, what the? I was like, hold on, like what is it? Like it's funny because like I didn't even like really notice it until like when I was fighting him. I was like, hold up, I don't think this was not in the original. And but there is a lot of signs that it is a sequel too. Even like even before the ending, there was a lot of signs that something was going on. I just wasn't thinking about it until like the end of the game. I was just like what? And then I was like, oh. Then I watched some videos and some YouTubers, and I was like, oh damn, yeah. It definitely surprised me. So yeah, man. Just talking about it gets me so hyped. I cannot wait for FF7 Remake Part 2. But yeah, I believe those are the main games I'm excited for at the moment. I'm trying to think. I am excited for some DLC characters for games I'm currently playing. Street Fighter 5, they just announced um, Oro and what's her name? Arika? Akira? I think it's Akira. I forget her name honestly, but the girl from Rival Schools, and that's she looks dope. Honestly, I wish we would have got like Batu or something. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not against like I'm glad that I'm just glad to see anything from Rival Schools at this point. But man, if they would have put Batsu in this game, oh man, I would have been so hyped, so hyped. Uro, I mean, me personally, I'm not that hyped for him. I didn't really play him like that on Third Strike. I mostly just got annoyed from fighting him, so I'm not too hyped about that character, and I don't even know what to think about that new dude, Luke or whatever. Yeah, I don't know what to think about him. He looks whatever to me. I was like, okay, you know, I do like some of his moves and stuff. Like some of his moves look pretty cool. Like I feel like it'd probably be fun to do the little combo tutorial and whatnot. But I don't see myself playing the game. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get back into this game to play Luke. Nah, not at all. But that's dope though. He's the last character, so hopefully this means we're gonna be seeing some Street Fighter 6 soon. Seeing more of that. So yeah, and Guilty Gear. Hype to see what characters they put in there next. I think the last one we got was Go Lewis or Go Dick Lewis, some crazy stuff. I haven't tried him yet. I honestly don't think I'm going to try him. He's not really in my alley as far as character. He don't look in my alley at least. I guess I won't know until I try him, but he doesn't appeal to me personally. But yeah, I'm excited to see who they add next, and I hope like down the line we get those insta kills back. I know it's probably gonna be a long time before we do, but I do want insta kills back. Please, like those are so sick to me, and I can't imagine how good they're gonna look with these graphics. So I'm like, yeah. And I'm trying to think if there's any other game that I'm really hyped for or anything. Um, yeah, I can't think of any other game that I'm really hyped for. Oh well, I did forget about that. That new NetherRealm title, apparently, based off speculation, is a Marvel game, and it's probably gonna be like a Mortal Kombat versus Marvel or something like that, or like a pretty much like a Marvel's version of Injustice. So I'm definitely hyped for that. If that is what it's gonna be, oh yeah, I'm all for it. My boy Captain America. Oh yeah, I'm hyped. See, just me just saying Captain America made me hype. But yeah, I would love to play as like Captain America in that style of gameplay. And man, if they have Ghost Rider, like man, I can't imagine how sick that would look. Oh my goodness, bro. Ghost Rider would look so sick, especially how MK11 looked, how Spawn looked. If they can, see, I'm like getting excited just thinking about it. But yeah, but yeah, I think that's all the games that I can think of at the moment. I'm sure down the line I'll probably make another video discussing some stuff. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and yeah, feel free to share any games that y'all are excited for. Whether it's new ones or ones that are like coming out this month, coming out some years, whatever. Feel free to share it. And I hope y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. Peace.
You embody the very essence of mortals and their